Are you the co-host today? Do we got a show to do? Come here. Do we got a show to do? You trapped. Come here. You trapped. Yeah. Do we got a show to do? The last couple days, girl. It's been a while. We gotta clean your eye. Let's clean your eyes out. Come on over here. Yeah. Now you got them clean eyes. You got them clean eyes. Come on, come up here. Come up here. Let's talk. So, are you gonna be the co-host today, or are you skirting out on me? You staying? What's up? Oh man, so good to sit down. I can't sit Indian style. You're in between my legs. We're gonna wait on some people to come in. We're gonna get the show started. How you doing today, little one? Thank you. We're giving out kisses today. Yes, you are. Oh yeah. It's a good girl. Where you going? Where you going, Buckethead? Hey, be good. Be good. Thank you, thank you. Come on in. Come in, come in, come in. Right there. Sit. Good girl. Good girl. We're gonna start the show in a second. Are you ready? Are you ready? Ready spaghetti. Yeah. We're gonna start the show in a minute. What you got to say? What? You talking? You got something to say? What you got to say? Say it. Tell them. What? Tell them. Tell them people right there what you got to say. You got something to say to me? You got something to say to me? What you got to say? Come here. Come here, come here, come here. Come here, come here. Come here. What you got to say to me? What you got to say to me? What? You want out? We're gonna start the show in 1 second. I believe our co-host is cutting out on us. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, it's time to start, so let's get started. I am Master Christian. How you doing today? Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Susie Spaniel. Come here, come here, come here. Yeah, come here, come here. Yeah. I don't think Susie wants to stay for today's show, but it's cool. Hi, how you doing? What's going on? What's up? So, we're gonna let her free. We just had to have a discussion with her. It's been the last couple days, y'all. Doing a live show, you never can tell what's gonna happen. And you still gotta show up for your people. This is a community, we gotta show up. How famous am I? I don't know. People come up to me on the street and say, hey, how you doing, Master Christian? But I'm not famous at all. I'm just a guy coming here to help with your animals and, you know, with your life. I'm just that guy. So, you know, I just do what I gotta do. I like the dog. What's your name? Hey, this is Susie Spaniel. Come here, Susie. Hey, come here. Come here, Susie. Come here, good girl. No. Hey, that's a good girl. This is Susie Spaniel. Susie Spaniel is the best. Yes, she is. Here, good girl. Come on. Good girl. No. No. She's a working dog. Little tiny working dog. She worked for you. That's what she do. She loves it too. But it's time to get started. We're going to let the co-host cut out. I am Master Christian. This is Controlled, episode 75. We got a show for you today. Go ahead, little Susie Spaniel. Get on out of here. Get on out of here. As we get started, this is about skill. And that's the topic of today's show. And when I tell you the last couple days, talent don't beat skill. You got to have skill. You got to be able to do things where, you know, talent going to get you somewhere, but skill going to get you everywhere you need to go. Hold for 1 second. So when I let the co-host out, her puppies want to go crazy. It's just a whole big party going on. Let me tell you about this, man. Talent gets attention, skill gets results. And if I didn't have any skill in the last couple of days, man, we wouldn't be here right now. Right here, right now, I tell you, if you've ever moved, because I just moved, nothing is where it's supposed to be, things don't work, it's a test to your whole life and everything. Then you got other factors that come in. Yo, I'll tell you about them other factors later. Let's get popping with today's show. Because, yo, whew, I'm thankful to be here. I'm glad you guys are here. I appreciate that. Like, follow, share, subscribe, support, $Master CT. Let's go. Talent is one of the most admired qualities in the world. We notice gifted people, but talent alone does not guarantee success. Talent may open the first door, but skills keeps those doors open. Animals are born with instincts, yet survival depends on developing skills. Today we explore why skills consistently produce results. It's skills. You know, you can have all the talent in the world. If you don't have skills, that talent can only get you so far. People trust skill, employers hire skill, customers pay for skill. Unlike talent, skill can be developed through learning, repetition, correction, and discipline. Talent is just something that you got. I got talent with animals. I've always had talent with animals. But learning about it, being repetitious, developing these things, having discipline, that's what gave me the skill. That's why I could come here today, because I prepared. I know where we're going with this. Maybe I don't, because like I said, these last couple days, but we'll get back to that. Have you ever met someone with incredible talent who never reached their potential? I've met growing up playing sports, basketball, softball, baseball, football, growing up playing sports, I met a lot of people with talent. I see a lot of people with talent. I have family members with talent. But that talent only got them in the door. That talent didn't get them to the goal that they were trying to achieve, because that talent, it's more than talent when you're doing things that come into play. I had a cousin that he's good at basketball, real good at basketball. He went to college to play basketball, but he couldn't handle taking instructions from the coach. So he had all the talent in the world, but that skill, that being able to listen and learn, follow instructions, that's a skill. And that skill, yo, he quit. And then he said the coach was too hard on him. Life is hard on you. Nothing is fair. If you don't use the skills that you have and hone them and make them better, you're not going to make it off of talent alone. It just doesn't happen. Talent creates opportunities. Skill turns opportunity into lasting success through discipline and preparation. I can talk to you about dogs all day, but I prepare a show every night. So I'm ready to give you something that's going to be meaningful to your life, to raise your standards, to raise your percentages of success. I can't do that just talking to you all the time, because where we going with it? We got to be going somewhere. Like this leash here that I always grab, pick up, try to show you. Yeah, you can defend yourself with it too. This is skill right here. Talent didn't teach me thumb through the loop. Information, research, study, somebody told me. And then once I started working it and learned how to maneuver this leash correctly, oh yeah, skill. That's all it could be. Young lions develop hunting skills before becoming providers. Yeah, how you gonna provide for your family if you don't have skills? Talent gets you in the door. But if you don't have the skills to make things happen, how you gonna bring that bacon home or whatever? Everybody don't eat bacon. Yeah, bacon is taboo. How you gonna, they say bring home the bacon, but you can bring home the lion's mane, whatever you're doing. It works like that. It works like that. Talent introduces you, skill keeps you in the room. What talent have you relied on in your life? Because we rely on these talents. You could throw a ball well, if you could shoot a ball well, if you could, it's a lot of things that you could do. But can you adjust to the pressure? Can you change and revamp? Yo, my first night in the new house, the AC didn't work. But I tell you, it was some mad people around here. Angry. This Georgia heat is so hot, but you gotta have some skills and be able to wait and be cool about it, because if you let it take you over, it's gonna take you. And if you don't have patience, patience is a skill. You know, you gotta wait till you can fix the problem. And then I step out and I call my mother, and she says, how was the move? I say, we didn't have no air the first night. She said, well, you didn't grow up with air conditioning. I'll tell you. Well, can anybody relate when you got a problem, somebody come in and tell you about something else? Yo, that's crazy. But let's get back to the show. What skill could you change? Oh, no. What skill could change your future? What skill do you want to pick up that'll change your future? What can you follow through with that'll change your future? Skill is built through repetition. That's why I tell you that if you want to be able to work your dog outside, it starts inside. It starts with the leash on the dog and in your hand inside. And when I say the leash on the dog, that doesn't mean that the other end of the leash is hooked to a door, under a chair leg, tied to something. That means it's in your hand. Your hands and your body can't learn how to do anything if you're not connected. That's just, hey, the leash is on the dog. No, you need the dog on the leash. That means the dog is with you. You working this thing, you figured it out, you got the thumb through loop, you got your dog connected, you're able to maneuver, you slap your leg for that heel, you're able to move around with your leash, you're able to get control of yourself, because that's what skill is about. Skill gets you back to control. You are the only thing you can control. You can't control anything with a brain and a heart with your voice. And you can't have skill with your voice. You can be skillful, but yeah, skill comes through action, repetitious action. And that's where you want to live at. You just don't want to be trying stuff. You want to be doing stuff. And this right here has got me so far. I'm able to talk to you today because of that leash. Because without that leash, I wouldn't have learned the things, because the leash gives you a chance to observe, not just watch. That's how things work. You came back. Let's come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on. Come on. Our co-host came back. She came back. She said, I want to be a part of the show. I think she just wants me to come feed her. But we're not doing that yet. She can wait for a minute. What have you stopped practicing because you weren't immediately good at it? You're not going to be immediately good at anything. Talent is going to get you somewhere, but if you want to be real, real good, you got to know how to think with it. Yeah, basketball. I could shoot every shot, but could I read every play? Could I see the defenses? That's a skill. Talent yeah, you could put the ball in the hoop, but just putting the ball in the hoop, you got to be able to communicate with the other team, your teammates. You got to be able to, do things that are amazing. And we've seen some amazing basketball players. We've seen some good shooters and all that. But when it comes down to being a floor general, yeah, that's different. Very different. Repetition transforms effort into excellence and builds dependable performances. That's what repetition does for you. It turns effort, that means you're putting forth effort, you're moving into something, into excellence. And if that's not what you're looking for, if excellence is not for you, that's cool. Everybody don't have to be excellent. Everybody doesn't have to do everything right. I like your dog and I like the photo. What's your name? My name is Master Christian. They call me Master Christian. It's at I Am Master Christian, and welcome. Thank you for coming. Dog's name Susie. Come here, Susie Spaniel. You want to leave again? Let me let the co-host back out. She didn't get what she was looking for, so now she's gone. And that's how this works. No, you're not taking me anywhere. She came right back. Young wolves learn through repeated hunts. You're not going to learn how to get where you're going through the first hunt, through the first day on the job. It's real confusing. Like I said, I just moved. Everything is not in its place. I'm searching for stuff, and then let me tell you about what? In Georgia? Do y'all know about Georgia? We got these things that are about, if y'all can see that, about this big. They call them water bugs. And when somebody doesn't live somewhere and the water is still turned on, the water bugs decide to take over. These aren't like your German cockroaches. No, they're not the nasty thing. They're these big giant things that are flying around that are scared. It's like a bird flying through your house. I had to take care of that, yo. Can't be ducking and diving because it's a giant roach flying around. Man, come on. You got to be able to have some skills to adapt. And I can laugh about it now. I took care of the problem. But yo, when you see something this big just walk by and stop and look you in the face. I mean, antenna this long on the thing. It look you in the face and say, hey, it's been my spot for a while. What you doing here? That's what life is about. Nature is wild. But you got to be on your job. You can't just have talent. You got to have some skills. Skills teach you how to use tools. That's what it is about. Just, hey, talent, you running around doing all the work. No, skills, you're able to think about it, get right in there, fix the problem, and move on to the next thing you got to do. What skill have you quit too soon? Because your mind, we jump off stuff real fast when you could have become great. I want to be great at this. I want to be great at helping people, teaching people about animals, plants, teaching people about people. I want to be great at that. That's, you know, since I was a little kid, I know what my purpose is. I know what my real skills are. I used to have to go to church and help my great-grandfather and the rest of the ministers and everything. And that's what brings me to you, to be able to talk to you. Now, I don't want to be in the church talking on stage, but I can be right here talking to you. I can use those skills that I learned as a child, and I've been working on them all my life to be able to relay this message. That's a skill. Are your habits building skills? You know, your habits got to be a build skills. Wow. That's talent, that reaction right there. I caught it before it hit the floor. But yeah, your habits got to be able to build the skills that you need. Today's show is presented to you by Master Christian LLC. Now, I know lots of people have problems with their dogs. Lots of people, your dog is dragging you around. It goes where it want to go. It's not doing what you need to do. It's very frustrating. And there's help for you. If you need dog training, or if you just need behavior modification, you just need somebody to talk to. MasterChristian.com. I can help you. All you got to do is come see me. That's what this is about. I didn't learn all this stuff to just keep it to myself. And a friend that I've known since I was about 8 years old, I saw them on Facebook. They were watching my videos because I post shorts on Facebook. And I said, how you doing, brother? You know, what's up, my friend? And he hit me back. How you doing? I'm enjoying the training. I appreciate that because this is somebody I've known all my life and before we knew who we were and what we were going to be doing. And he's sitting back watching my videos. We haven't spoken in maybe 30 years. He's sitting back watching my videos and sending me messages to let me know that he's on board. I've had lots of friends like that, but I wanted to give y'all that example because life is hard out here. And you don't have to deal with those problems you've been having with your dog without getting some help. I'm here to help you. If you own a business, hotel, veterinarian clinic, animal hospital, anywhere humans and dogs interact. Go to masterchristian.com. We got something for you. We have a safety standard that can help you change how your employees deal with the problems that come up in the business with people and animals. Period. We can help you. If your employees need handling skills at veterinarian offices, I teach that. I come there. We do lunch and learns. MasterChristian.com. Hit me up. We'll set something up. We'll talk, and we'll make it happen for you. Because, like I said, I don't own this information. I just possess it until I can give it to you. And I get to keep it, but you get to have it as well. MasterChristian.com for all your animal needs. You got questions about your aquariums? Hit me up. We do that. We do the stuff that some people got to call somebody to do for them. Now, what I need you to do, and this is my ask, subscribe, follow, like, share, and if you feel so motivated to want to support the show, support $Master CT. We can take all the help we can get because it takes a village. This is our community. We pet lovers, we animal lovers, we people lovers. This is the show about human and animal behavior. We be behaving out here, yep. That's how we do it. Behaving all the time. Let's move on to the news. I'm gonna drop this leash. Animals Today News on Controlled episode 75. Now, if this was back in the day and I was on television, we 25 shows away from syndication, and they can't shut me down. I've watched so many shows get shut down, but this is Animals Today News. 6 beluga whales relocated to new homes. Yeah, I've seen beluga whales relocated before because they had to relocate some to the Georgia Aquarium. And those whales, for some reason, they love me. When I go to the glass, they feel me, they come, they press their face against the glass, and I think they're asking me to break them out of jail. And that's what I think. 6 rescued beluga whales safely arrived at accredited aquariums in the United States after being relocated from Marineland, Canada. Veterinarians and animal care specialists coordinated the transport using specialized life support systems. The relocation is part of a larger effort to prolong long-term care for the whales. Successful conservation depends on planning, teamwork, and reducing the stress during major life changes. Those are skills right there. Because it's not easy to move a whale around. It's not like when you go to the pet store and get that bag of fish and they pump the air in it and you got some hours to get home, the fish is chilling, and then you got to acclimate it to your aquarium. Nah, not a beluga whale. That's some serious moving right there. Takes a lot of skill and information. Hundreds of rare tree snails return to the wild. Conservationists released hundreds of critically endangered tree snails back into their natural habitat after a successful breeding program. The effort helps restore an important part of the island's ecosystem. Tree snails, they support part of the ecosystem. Even the smallest species play an important role in maintaining healthy ecosystems. Yeah, snails. You would have never thought about that. But God didn't make any mistakes. And everything that's out here needs to be out here because it's doing a job that it's supposed to be due to create this ecosystem. Our environment is life rich, and taking care of that environment, because human beings mess it up so much, is our responsibility to fix the things that we've messed up. It might not be you that messed it up. Like I said, human beings. We got some things going on with us. Kemp's Riley sea turtle, Pancake, returns to the Atlantic. After months of rehabilitation, the endangered sea turtle known as Pancake was released back into the Atlantic Ocean, Wildlife veterinarians treated injuries and monitored recovery before determining that Pancake was ready for release. Pancake is back in the ocean. That's great. Proper rehabilitation and patience gives injured wildlife the best chance to survive. Hey, hope you're having a good swim out there, Pancake. Enjoy yourself. Live a long, long life. Zoo and Veterinarian College expand conservation partnership. Rajir Zoo Safari and Bahir Veterinarian College signed a partnership to improve wildlife conservation, veterinarian education, and animal health care through cooperative research and training. They're working together. We got the Veterinarian College and the zoo working together. They're going to do something amazing. Working together often produces better conservation outcomes than working alone. Yeah. Teamwork make the dream work. If we can work together, that's why we're here, to work together. You can't just do it. One person is one person. A team, that's when you got something special. Endangered Nubian giraffes relocated to safer reserve. Wildlife officials in Uganda have begun relocating endangered Nubian giraffes from the Manchurson Falls National Park to Aja Wildlife Reserve to establish another healthy population and reduce long-term risks. Specialists carefully transported the animals to minimize distress. They're relocating the giraffes. Sometimes survival depends on adapting before circumstances force you to change. The giraffes had to be moved, I guess. They weren't doing well, so they moved them. And they're taking care of them, so they say. Giraffes are pretty cool. I've told y'all before. I've fed some giraffes. I've touched giraffes. Hello, y'all. Hello, hello. And you know, I don't like the situation where they got all the animals caged up in the zoo and at the aquariums and everything, but this is just the life we live in. I want to get out here and show you animals in the wild. I will be getting out here to show you animals in the wild and do what I've seen done before, but with this flavor I got. It's not just about going and doing a show and being a conservationist. I got to tell you the real of what's going on, because you want to know the real, and that's why we're controlled. Subscribe, follow, like, share, support. $Master CT. That's where we at now. That's the end of Animals Today News, and we're going to get back to the regular show. Skill creates confidence. Yeah, because you know how to do it. You don't got to think. You know that you already got your numbers lined up. If you need to call for some assistance, it's not stressful. And we can't be stressed when we getting the job done. We got to be able to get the job done. Job done, job not done. We got to get the job done. That's how this works. Does confidence come before skill? I'm going to let that sit with you. Does confidence come before skill? Can't be real confident, for real, if you don't have it together. You got to know what you're doing. Excellence demands that you have skills. Yeah. You're a boxer, you don't got no skills, you're going to get knocked out. That's how this works. Confidence grows from preparation and competence. Yeah. Preparation and competence is where confidence comes from. Because if you're not confident and you didn't prepare, you're not gonna win. You're not gonna finish it. What you thought? Oh, you just gonna fall into a win. Now you gotta run that race, and you gotta push it to the limit, and your technique gotta be right. Yeah, you just can't be running like this. You gotta be running like this. Some people run like this, but you gotta practice however you run it, and make sure that you're gonna be the fastest if you want to win this race. Skill. Service dogs gain confidence through thousands of repetitions. That's how service dogs gain their confidence. You do it over and over and over again so they know what you want from them. So they can do it and be an assistance to what you need. But you can't just grab any old dog and think it's going to be a service to your life and help you in your time of need. It'll lick you and love you, but yeah, you need it to pick something up. You need it to stabilize you. You might try to put bear down on that dog and it duck out of there. No, don't put your weight on me. You too heavy. Yo, it's so good to be talking to y'all on time today and without all that heat on me and the pressure of moving all this stuff. Still got a little to do, but man, I'm thankful that y'all came today. And I'm thankful to be here. Confidence grows where competence is practiced. Yeah. So as you practice your competence, you get better and better at your confidence. But you know, who needs high percentages of success anyway? Do you? I sure do, but hey, I'm different. I want to be successful. I need some sponsorship so we can go around the world. That's where real success comes in. But we working on it. Support, sponsorship. The animal show I grew up on was Wild Kingdom. It was sponsored by Mutual of Omaha. They were an insurance company that sold life insurance, and they sponsored the animal show because they knew that animal show was going to do numbers for them. They didn't care about the animals, or maybe they did, but they cared about those eyes, like right here, right now, what we got. Anybody can be a sponsor and get us around the world. Anybody. I'm looking for you. We need it. You got a skill that I'm searching for. Who got it? What skill would reduce fear? In your life, what skill would reduce fear? Where are you waiting instead of practicing? Yo, practice makes perfect. Don't wait. Don't be waiting. Get out here and do it. Practice. Make sure you got your steps right. Make sure your movements are good and that you have a goal to where you feel like you're going. Skills make you reliable. Yeah, because if you don't got no skills, you're not a reliable person. You can't get the job done. And this thing is about getting the job done. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Let's do it, y'all. Can people consistently depend on your work? And I let my customers speak for that. Because when they send me something to tell me about what I did, it amazes me. You know, the references that people send me. Because I try to touch your life in a positive way. But, yo, these dogs, but yeah, I touch people's lives. I change people's lives one dog at a time. And I'm thankful for the opportunity to help them change their life. But dogs ain't, dogs, cats, all of this stuff, it's not easy. Luckily, I got decades in this. So I've seen a lot. And I've heard a lot of stories. People talk to me all the time about animals. And I learn from that because I listen. Today I'm talking, but I listen. Because listening is a skill that you need to perfect. In your world, it's a big skill too. Reliability comes from consistent skill and preparation. That's when people can rely on you. Because you prepare and you have the skill to back it up. Search and rescue dogs are trusted because of dependable training. And they've taken them out. They've taken them out into the environments and they've hidden things in the environments for the dogs to find. They're search and rescue dogs. They need to be able to find the people, whatever they're looking for. And if you don't practice that, how they gonna find it? You just can't say you and pick a dog. You're going to be my search and rescue dog. And I just can't say you. You're going to be my starting point guard. It's not how this works. It takes practice and skill. Practice, in my AI voice. Practice, and I'm not talking about artificial intelligence. We talk about practice. If y'all know, y'all know. If y'all know, y'all know. Wow, Philly. Yeah, if y'all know, y'all know. Reliability is a skill demonstrated consistently. That brings us to our 3 principles, the 3 C's that we work with all day, every day. Calm, confident, and consistent. That's what you want to be. You want to stay calm, you want to be confident, and you want to maintain that consistency every day. It's winning principles right there. Winning principles. What reputation are your skills creating? If you don't have any skills, they're creating a reputation that you can't get the job done. But if you do have some skills and you're able to follow through with your effort, it's going to create a reputation that I got to call them back every time I need them on this job. Every time I get a dog. I got people, I've trained 6 dogs for families over the years. 6 dogs. Every dog they get, they say, we got to get back over here to Master Christian. I'm thankful. That's the amazing part of this. Life keeps on moving, and we keep on lifing. Never stop becoming better. That's the goal of every day. Better and better and better every day. If you're not trying to be better every day, what you trying to be? The same? It's not the same day. You can't be the same person. This proverb is, the same man cannot step into the same stream more than once. Because the next time you step into that stream, you've changed and the stream's changed. Easy. You want to be with the change. You are a new person every single day. Though you are the same person, you're a new version of yourself. Make it a positive version. Let's move on. You got to be better and better and better. That is a skill. Every day. What happens when we believe we've learned enough? When you believe you know it all and you're not able to watch and learn and listen to more to make you better, can't never know it all. Can't never learn enough. You gotta be on your case. You gotta be Johnny on the spot. And you wanna win? That's a winning move. Lifelong learning creates lifelong growth. Chimpanzees continue refining tool use and teaching younger members through their whole lives. They continue refining those tools, and so do we. Some of us, you got to get on board with the change, because skills come with change. Just because you learn how to do something doesn't mean it's not a better way. Look for that better way, apply it, practice it, and make sure that you got it down. You can do it. I believe in you, believe in yourself. The greatest skill is never believing you've learned enough. Nah, you got to be looking for the next thing you need to learn, and the next thing. You got to be able to critique yourself. You got to be able to take criticism. Everybody can't take criticism. Everybody not good on the criticism. It makes them angry. It makes them feel a certain kind of way. Hey, you're going to be criticized, so you better get on with the program. What new skill will you commit to learning? Is there a new skill you want to learn? Is there things you want to do? You can do it. You got today, tomorrow, and the next day. Go ahead and do it. Don't let your job hold you back. Go to work, handle your business, but learn how to do new things every day. And then practice those new things you learn so you can turn them into skills. You can do it. Talent creates opportunities, but skill creates lasting success. Repetition builds confidence and reliability. Lifelong learning keeps opening new doors. And we need them doors open, because if the door is closed, you can't get in. So that's what I'm looking for, an open door, a big enough sponsor that we can go around the world and teach you about everything out here. Open door. That's my ask. If anybody knows where that open door is, where that great sponsor for this show is, put it in the chat or let them know. Hit me up, masterchristian.com. That's how it works. Choose one skill to improve this week. Practice it every day. Don't focus on being the most talented. Focus on becoming the most prepared. Focus on becoming the most prepared. Yeah, you don't got to have the most talent, but you can be the most prepared. Just because you can shoot the ball better than me, don't mean you can do the rest of the things we got. It doesn't mean that you've trained yourself and your wind can last. Because if you can only shoot the ball and your wind is done in the first quarter, you don't have the endurance to make it 4 quarters, then you don't have any skill at all. You just got talent. And skill beats talent every time. Talent gets attention, skill gets results. That's what I come here for, to get results. Subscribe, follow, like, share, support. $MasterCT. Episode 75, Controlled. It's been real, y'all. Thank you for coming. We're going to keep it moving. This is a daily show. We haven't missed a day yet. And hey, health-wise, we great. We doing it. We're going to be back. Stay calm, stay confident, stay consistent, because that is very important. I am Master Christian. Our co-host left, Susie Spaniel. This show is presented to you by Master Christian LLC. If you need any help with your animals, masterchristian.com. Hit us up. We'll help you. I'll see you tomorrow for a new episode, episode 76 of Control. Y'all have a great day. Win today. Work on your skills. Practice, practice, practice. Love y'all. Peace. We out.